He turned your life around? Well, William Asher, I'm about ready to turn your life back around. What you all need to know and realize is William is still under false pretenses. He's going by the birth date of December 1966. His real given birth by his mom's womb is 11/26/69. So with that being said, Dover, New Hampshire received the paperwork apparently and allegedly as far as Rochester PD says. And that paperwork was filed yesterday with the court system for protection from abuse, domestic violence, stalking, and harassing. There's a court hearing to be held October 21st. Now, he relays to me from Rochester PD that they say he's very well aware of, from Dover, New Hampshire, who William Asher is and that they know his work schedule. Well, how are they so well aware? I called Dover after he had transferred me through, actually. I spoke with Dover, and that's what happened. And the girl was very rude and abrupt and told me that's not the way things happen. Well, let me tell you something right now, you fucking stupid cunt. It is the way that things are going to happen because you're a stupid fucking cunt servant, and I'm a taxpayer. We the people, are going to take care of business, and we can oust you. Find another fucking job, and I suggest you leave my fucking country.
Yes, good morning. I'm calling in regards to a protection order that was supposed to be served. Paperwork was supposed to be served on a William Asher, and it was denied, but he was to receive service for the upcoming hearing, and I was just wondering if he's been served yet.
Do you know the address for the mail?
I don't know where he lives. All I know is that they were able to verify that his last known address was Rochester, somewhere like on Summer Street or something.
Okay. Give me a moment. I don't have an active call on my board, it looks like, so I'll have to search his profile. Give me a moment. What did you say his last name was again?
Asher, A-S-H-E-R.
His first name?
William. He goes by the birth date of December 1966 on all his today's paperwork, but his actual birth date is 11/26/69. He's been an imposter for many years, dating back as far as we've been able to trace 1983. He married me under a false name and false birth date and all kinds of stuff back in 1995.
All right. So it looks like, let's see, provided, shows Dover, it looks like we called over to Dover PD, and Dover advised they were very familiar with the mail and they have his hours to which he works, so Dover PD would be serving him. So you'd have to call over to Dover. It looks like they took over the case from us.
Okay. Do you have a phone number for Dover? I'm not from New Hampshire. I'm only asking.
I can transfer you over there myself. Just give me one moment.
Thank you very much.
Yep, there you go.
Now, mind you, this bitch in Dover.
See if someone was served.
I'm looking to find if William Asher has been served yet. The paperwork was sent out yesterday. He should have been served by now.
All right, was this a restraining order?
It was the paperwork for the hearing on a domestic violence and stalking order. Yes.
I mind you, Dover, New Hampshire.
His name is William Asher.
Something happens to me,
At Mass Brigham Hospital.
you're all responsible.
Dover, New Hampshire, as well as he lives in the surrounding area. And here's the thing. If they're having issues serving him, it may be due to the fact that they gave the incorrect birth date on the paperwork. His original date of birth, scientific birth date by his mother.
Hang on. What's his date of birth?
His real date of birth when he came out of his mama's womb is 11/26/69. He lives under false pretenses. He is an imposter. He has been since 1983 that we can trace back to. He married me under a false name and a false age, as well as false pretenses, which that's a case back in 1995 through the Troop F, John Scarenza, the detective. In all these years, William Asher has been duping people living under false names, marrying people under different identifications with his face on his license, and it all leads back to him leading back to my name and address being his ex-wife. He also makes aliases about me.
Just hang on. Hang on. I'm just on the paperwork right now, okay?
Yep, thank you.
So, you believe that we received that paperwork, the court paperwork, and that we were trying to serve him, correct?
I was just told that by Rochester PD that transferred me over here.
Alright, does he live in Dover?
I don't know where he lives. I know that Dover took over the case. Rochester just told me that, and Rochester also relayed that Dover PD said that they were very familiar with the individual. And I've got that on audio recording. There's no denying it.
So, Rochester doesn't speak for us, but I'm not seeing paperwork to be served from on my end, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So what I'm going to do is ask the sergeant if we have any paperwork for him, and then I will make sure somebody gives you a call back.
There's no callback number to be given for me. I also have a sex trafficking case through Stephen Bork. He's been given all this information, and I'll press charges against Dover PD if it's not served today. So it needs to be found within the next 20 minutes. It needs to be
That's not how it works.
Well, it is how it works.
So,
You're a servant, and I am a fucking taxpayer. You're gone. You're gone. Calling Rochester.
Now we're calling Rochester back.
Can I help you?
Yes, good morning. I'm calling in regards to a
Press 1. Please wait while I transfer your call.
How can I help you?
Yes, this is Kim again calling about the paperwork for William Asher. My call line is recorded. And I was just told that Dover doesn't have paperwork for him. The girl was very rude to me. I've got her audio recorded, and I'm going to sue the hell out of Dover, New Hampshire Police Department for the distress of all of this. So can you tell me who the officers are that are supposedly handling the paperwork? Who received the paperwork? She doesn't have anything that she shows in the system or on her desk.
Give me one moment.
Thank you.
And
like I said, she was very rude to me. Yeah, she was very rude to me and told me that she asked me how I got through to her. I said that Rochester had sent the paperwork over to Dover. I had just been transferred through by you. And she said, well, I don't care. Rochester doesn't run Dover. And that's the response I got from her.
All right, give me one moment. Let me see if I can figure out which one of my officers spoke with Dover last night when we handled it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
And this is where I say the dumb bitch didn't put what I told her on the paperwork, and I got proof of that too. So I have filed against him, and they're hiding, obviously, the paperwork.
Number for you so I can just have
my number does not, and even Stephen Bork from the deputy sheriff's department knows that y'all can't have my phone number.
Okay, I'm just trying to get our supervisor to call you back so we can get the situation.
No, they're not allowed to have my phone number because too many of them have had relationships, and I mean loving relationships with William Asher in the past, and that's a proven fact. That's why I'm still, all these years later, being harassed by him and nobody's doing anything. They continuously say it's a conflict of interest because they've all had sexual relationships with him right through to the FBI.
That's what I'm trying to get the situation sorted right now, because on my end it looks like it was transferred to Dover, so I'm trying to get you to a supervisor who can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, well, you have that supervisor at my availability within 20 minutes, and I will contact it back in 20 minutes. I don't get my phone number.
Unfortunately, we're an emergency services department.
Well, here's the thing. I understand that, but here's the thing. There's going to be more of an emergency. If I get hurt, you all are going to be sued for my state of being not safe because of William Asher. So It doesn't matter
Okay,
whether
I
it's
understand
Rochester,
that, ma'am. I'm
Dover.
trying to work with you to get your
Okay,
problem solved
so
here, but
I'm
you're not
telling
being
you, I'm
cooperative
going to
with me.
call back to receive that information. You're not allowed to have my phone number. There's plain and simple.
Well, okay, I understand you're not allowed. I'm not allowed to have your phone number, ma'am, from whatever the sheriff's deputies have explained to you and everything. I don't know that situation. That's totally fine. But I'm telling you that if you call back in 20 minutes, I may not have a supervisor available to speak with you because we are
Okay, well, you can get the
department.
information from that supervisor and you can let them know that I am in the county. I made the commissioner aware and I'm going to be flying a sign making everybody aware I will be exploiting Rochester, Dover, and Stratford County Sheriff's Department the rest of the weekend. We're signing petition and we're lawsuiting. Stratford County, I don't want to have to file more paperwork to be Rochester as well. So do your best. And if you think I'm pulling your bluff, you call Stephen Bork and you call Eric Muller.
There's no thought of me that you're doing a bluff. I'm trying to work with you to get your problem
All
solved
right.
here.
Well, thank you very much. So just do your best to get the information, and I'll call back. I understand you're busy. I'm busy too. I'm busy trying to get justice and be safe, okay? And this guy, as long as he's at large and nobody's tending to him, like Dover, New Hampshire, during the time that you get that information, I'll be uploading all my information to YouTube, social media about Dover, and then I'll call you back. Thank you.
To reach this.
Yeah, really? I'm not a squatter, but you're going to enjoy the fucking prison life. You already enjoy the dick up your ass and shove down your throat, so I guess it won't be any different for you now, will it? You'll just have better choice or a bigger selection, right, William?